I'm not bleeding yet, so that's a good thing. Hey, welcome back to Freedom One Garage. We're excited today. Almost a year ago, we had to take one of our cars out of rotation because it failed. And now, I believe, on the third attempt, we've got the right part. So we're going to put that fuel tank back in my Jeep. And yes, it has sat since the end of last July, waiting on a reasonably priced part. And yeah, today's the day. So we started getting ready. So we pressure washed the skid plate, got it all cleaned up, knocked the surface rust off of it, and hit it with the Duplicolor truck bed coating. And for y'all that don't already know, this stuff I believe is magical. I use this on a ton of things. If I'm making little bracketries, if I'm want a quick coat of something on a frame, anything like that, this is my go-to method for getting a fast, kind of a semi-gloss textured appearance that is extremely durable. In fact, I'll show you back here, it's all dusty. Once we get things up and running, we'll have to but this entire frame on this trailer was sprayed. These fenders were sprayed on bare metal probably 11 years ago. Guys, it dries in like 15-20 minutes to where you can handle the piece and put it into service. It's just really good stuff. So Duplicolor truck bed coating, I usually pick it up at the Irish parts store because I'm impatient, but you can get a little bit better deal on it if you go online, that kind of stuff. Don't get the rubberized. Duplicolor truck bed coating is what you're after. Black textured finish, durable thing, blah 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 blah. It doesn't really have a number. TR, there it is, TR 250. So this is what you're after. I love this stuff, and they don't sponsor me yet. It's good stuff. So to catch you up to speed, go back and watch the go back here, watch the previous CJ-7 video. We got it all cleaned up, took it to the car show at church last summer, ran it into town on the way home, filled it up with gas so it'd be ready to cruise because it was all nice and shiny. Came out the next day, and all this discolored area see under the Jeep here was spilled fuel. The gas tank is cracked right here, all through here, and then there's also a little crack coming in over here. So we started looking for a used one. I didn't want to try and patch it. You can plastic weld these things apparently, but that seems a little weird and a little dangerous, quite honestly. Never done it, never tried it. You know, then it got to be winter time and I didn't worry too much about it. And then this spring, started looking around and trying to find a reasonably priced alternative. Picked up this guy. Had to drive about 2 hours, crawl under a Jeep in the bad side of town, pull it out myself. I thought I inspected it pretty well. Threw it in the car, left the money for the guy, and got it home. Went to swap it in. It's cracked. Worse than our tank was cracked. So that was a strikeout. Had another one we found down in Kansas. Tried to meet up with that seller when we were down there looking for some other parts and projects and stuff, and that fell through. So finally I got on the Fleabay, and with shipping costs going up and supply issues and that sort of thing, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to buy one and hit buy it now on a tank, and ordered it. The very next day, a buddy of mine lives 20 minutes from here, calls me and says, hey, I'm looking at this tank. I think it's a YJ tank. You need a YJ tank? Luckily, the people on the eBay transaction were really cool folks all the way from New Jersey. This thing was coming, and they agreed to cancel my order and refund the order, and I went and picked this one up. This one's in really good shape, appears to be anyway. It's been rubbing here or there, but it doesn't have any cracks, and life seems to be pretty good. It's all cleaned up, ready to go in. Skid plate's dry. The mat, we cleaned that up as well. The mat's ready to go in. We're gonna toss this into Jeep and get this thing fired up for the first time in about a year, almost a year right on the dot. So this thing has not even cranked over all winter long and since the end of June last year. So should be interesting. I haven't checked the battery, haven't done nothing. I mean, it'll start, it's reliable, but I'm a little worried about the battery. First thing we're gonna do, we don't need the fill vent hose for ours. So we're gonna pop these off. These hoses get so stiff. My liver. This hurts. Oh. Give them a little heat up here, see if we can't soften them a little bit. Get them to pull off. That helps. These are really stuck on there. There we go. Fill holes. There. See? Simple. Well, that's a different connector. Great. We're going to put our cinder in here, which is not a huge issue, but let's swap over cinders real quick. It's a good thing that, you know, doesn't hurt to pull this cinder off anyway, or out, I guess, anyway, because then you can take a good look at the inside of the tank, and if it's full of junk, you can get it cleaned out. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, this was out of a fuel injected Jeep. So you've got your pump and your sock and your cinder all together. So that would have been no good to us anyway. Take that, put it down there. Otherwise, yeah, real clean in there. Life's gonna be pretty good. Here, I'll show you. It's got a little bit of, you know, the leavings that's in there is a little varnished up. Oh, there's a chunk of something down in there. Let's grab that up. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good. Let's get our cinder in there and get ready to toss this under the Jeep here. These fuel injection tanks have a baffle built into them right around the fuel pickup. And so when you put a non-fuel injected cinder into them, you have to kind of manipulate the arm out so it doesn't interfere with that baffle. And we've done that because the other tank that we thought we had scored was also fuel injected. So we should be good to go. Okay, our cinder is in the tank. Pick up our tank. Drop that in. Putting our straps on. these we can just kind of snug down and get them started for now. And if we need to move the tank around a little bit once we get her in the Jeep to get fuel hoses on or something like that, we still can slide it around just a little bit. That's pretty happy. Yeah, we're ready. I can put a nut on the thing, on the bolt. Okay, see, this is, we had to kind of squish it up and around our little receiver there, and then it popped right onto the studs over here. Whoops, come on now. So that one's happy. Can we make this one happy too? Yeah, it's happy too. Okay. Now let's go over here. We gotta move forward. Oh, there we go. Oh, looky there. Oh, we're out of jack. Good thing everybody's happy. Okay. So you got 4 bolts, and they're carriage bolts with captures in the back frame rail. So luckily mine are all good back here. So when it comes time to tighten this up, I can just zap those with a gun. And then there's 3 in the front. We'll go do those next. They're nuts and bolts, but you can get to the tops of them a lot easier than you can back here. So let's grab those and do that. Okay, we're gonna have to lift. That's not gonna be fun. Or not, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, there. Had to get the washer out of my... Wow, shoot. Lost it. Hang on. Okay. Here we go. Good in there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, not enough cribbing on the jack. But empty tank, pretty light plastic. Life's not so bad. Okay, as far as fuel line hookups go, we've got out of the pump, or out of the sender, sorry. Now here, let's put a clamp on that line. To the carb. This one I've already slid on is the return line from the carb back to the tank, and then this little guy is a vent that connects those 2 tank vents to the emissions cred at the front of the Jeep. So our fuel lines are hooked up. We already snipped in our connector for our sender gauge stuff. And now we've got what I consider to be the big headache, is the fuel fill and the fuel fill vent hose. Okay. Here is fill, and then the vent you can probably barely see. So we need to kind of push these back and then get them started on there. That hurt my skin. There we go, maybe? Nope. Okay, it started. The actual fill hose now. What do you think? Oh, hey, look. We might get better results here. Okay, it is also started, so yeah. Now, remember our tank's got a little looseness to it. I'm gonna go underneath and push the tank back over, and hopefully these will kind of slide in there. Okay, you tell me when to stop. Yeah, is it there? Done? Can I quit? No. You guys gotta tell me when it's done. When we're all in there and everything's happy. Okay. Are we happy yet? We're not. How about now? Oh, I don't know what that was. We're getting somewhere on the fill hose, but the fill vent is being difficult. Okay, fill's on. The vent. You son of a biscuit. All right. Oh, it's gotta be enough. We're getting there though. I'm not bleeding yet, so that's a good thing. What I should have done, and I'm sure you're gonna get me in the comments already, but I should probably put a little something, a little silicone spray or something in those hoses. It would have been a lot easier. What I didn't is entirely my bad and an oversight. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, now we're getting there. Oopsie. All right, hoses are on. It only took a lot of, I mean, there were curse words and tears and sadness and dark clouds, but they're on. We're on to the final step, and then, gosh darn it, let's go. We gotta see this sucker run again. The extension, 1/2" wrench, 1/2" socket. We've got 3 bolts on the front, and we've got 4 studs in the back. Easy enough. Driver's side. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 carriage bolt capture studs, whatever you want to call them, and then we've got 2 strap bolts. So now that we're happy with where the tank's situated, we're gonna first give our straps a little bit of time. Happy with that, and then we're just gonna go and zip these. Tank is in, ladies and gentlemen. That's supposed to put about 4 gallons in it. All right, let's see. Where's the? We got keys. All right. Neutrals. We got some voltages. Might get us there. Come on, baby, let's go. About 4 gallons in it. Fuel gauge is just off of E, so that's right where it should be. We got oil pressures, we've got voltages. We don't have any air yet. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Running again. Best thing, it's got a cement truck horn. Man, am I happy. Hope y'all don't mind a little deviation from the Corvette content, but you know, you can't do Corvettes all the time, and we've got a lot more stuff to share with you, even besides this Jeep. But I haven't been able to drive this in almost a year, and it's been sitting in the corner of the shop. Oh, you've seen it sitting back there, just collecting dust, and I hate that. So got her out, got her washed up, drove it to town, filled it up with fuel, no leaks, life is good. And yeah, Jalen might even get a drive at the school before the end of the school year's out. So hey, we appreciate you watching our stuff, subscribing and liking and the bell thing, and following us on our social medias. We're gonna get back to the Corvette now. This thing's back on the road, and I couldn't be happier. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.